Back, everybody. It's your boy MC. Yes, I know I've been missing. Yes, I've been having guests over. I've been visiting people, taking a slight vacation. Welcome to the show. Remember that recovery is an inside job. We're going to get this thing cracking with the AI. Just I know I've been noticing this, and everybody been seeing it. Why are we being watched? Hmm? And watch on every corner, and we're nonchalant about it. We already, I believe, we're coming to a forefront of like, now, come on, now, we need to slow down all of this. We got to keep tabs on anything and everything, and a lot of us do know a whole lot of cheating, and and, and bad deals can be made, and people can be blocked from promotions. Uh, Meeting certain goals that they have in life, and that but yet all this AI is supposed to improve our way of living. So let's look into it. It will AI improve our way of living? Will we have another recession where we will have to do certain things or another outbreak of some sort? So that's why I'm coming to y'all today to see that we got another election year coming, and we need to look at that and need to be asking questions. Should anybody vote? Until then, let's check this out. I hope I not struggle screaming. I haven't been in here a while. Uh, Let me go right into it. Let me bag it up. Boy, I miss y'all. And another thing, hey, happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I was getting my Mickey in. You know what I'm saying? This the hat. And I had my elf thing. Me and my son wanted to do some pop locking for y'all. Y'all know, you know, but we didn't get around to doing it. But don't be surprised when you do see it. Uh, so the first one I'm gonna talk about, and dang, she just put up one 4 hours ago. Damn, that's crazy. Let's check this out. Let's back this up. Fair use. This our girl Melody King. We finna get into it, and here it is.
Vaccine passports locked you out of your own life? Well, folks, that was just a beta test.
All right. There's some other books I recommend, which I'll get into in another thing. But I put these things because that is where my focus is. Like this is go time. But let's play this.
Remember the COVID 1984 nightmare where digital vaccine passports locked you out of your own life? Well, folks, that was just a beta test. And now, the World Health Organization, bankrolled by Bill Gates himself, has just dropped the blueprint for your future digital cage. And this isn't some conspiracy theory. It's all in black and white, straight from their October bulletin. And here it is. It's titled Digital Transformation and the Immunization Agenda 2030. And it's only 3 pages, but it reads like a dystopian novel. Let me just read some of it to you here. We'll give you the gist of it, and then we'll break it all down. It says, digital transformation is the intentional, systemic implementation of integrated digital applications that change how governments plan, execute, measure, and monitor programs. This transformation can accelerate progress towards the Immunization Agenda 2030, which aims to ensure that everyone, everywhere, at every age, fully benefits from vaccines. Here we describe how digital transformation can help achieve equitable immunization outcomes, and we outline recommendations for governments and global partners to ensure that children in low and middle income countries can benefit fairly. They go on to say digital transformation can facilitate a child's journey to full immunization. Personalized alerts and reminders improve parents' knowledge and awareness and help them plan and prepare for visits. At point of service, electronic immunization registries, electronic child health records, and geospatial mapping of both services and communities help health workers understand.
Wow. So they're trying to say this is going to help out the health workers, right? First of all, we got to get my pages up. This is supposed to be helping a lot of health workers. That's what I'm trying to do. It was Cracker Scream. So y'all see where it's going to the health profession right over here to help out to the health workers. Ain't that something? We already do a lot of tracking, a lot of analyzing right in this field. Now it's gonna be wrapped up in different pockets. Is this for funding and money? Will companies and nonprofits and all of us benefit for this transfer into this new age? Huh? Somebody got to tell me something. Let's listen to what else he's talking about, and I'm gonna speed it up.
Where children are missing vaccines or timely vaccinations and where outreach is needed. So, yes, you heard that right. In their latest bulletin, they just outlined a global digital ID system. And the system is designed to track every shot from birth to grave. The second your child is born, they get tagged with a personal record. A unique ID is instantly locked in so that they can track you forever. It goes on here to say a newborn whose electronic immunization record is populated with, and wait for it, personally identifiable information benefits because health workers can retrieve their records through unique identifiers or demographic details, generate lists of unvaccinated children, and remind parents to bring them for vaccination. Community health workers, CHWs, who identify children during home visits and other community activities can refer them for vaccination through an electronic immunization registry or electronic child health records. If parents do not own a phone, facility staff.
Ain't that something? So they can track them. This is supposed to be the new tracking system. Mind you, a lot of us already know that it's individuals in the UK. Just Google it. You don't have to believe me. That's already got a chip in them. Just for, just they volunteered. I don't know if they got paid or what. Research it. Put it in my chat. Hit that like button. This should be something that should really be having a high interest to us Americans. Okay? We got all this stuff going around us about Epstein files, this, that, P. Diddy, and all that. But what they're not showing you is these things. Or reading these articles to you, unless you're reading some of this stuff.
Can send reminders to the local CHW. Furthermore, with the National Electronic Immunization Record, a child can be followed up anywhere within the country and referred electronically from one health facility to another, even if that child presents for care for another purpose, such as curative care. The receiving health worker can continue vaccination confident of the doses the child has already received or missed. Vaccination status checks and catch-up vaccinations at school start, during community outreach, and during supplementary immunization activities and campaigns becomes logistically more feasible with electronic records. An electronic record also facilitates life course vaccinations, which are administered later in life because it is a permanent and faster to review than facility-based and home-based records. It also says these records can help predict the size and distribution of target populations for life course doses and enable patient reminders regarding later doses. This isn't health, guys. This is total control. Even if you want to homeschool your kid, they want you to prove that they've been jabbed. And if you try to leave, your record will follow you. If you try to cross borders, you'll be scanned at the gate. If you miss a shot or a booster update, that's going to mean no school, no job, and no flight. Proof of
Meaning, this is very interesting. Like, wow, we just insist that we need to protect our country because we don't know what kind of elements that we're letting in here. We don't know what kind of foreign elements we're letting in here. Or, allegedly or supposedly, uh, what's coming from the weather and the air. We don't know if you're going to carry it. So, this is like total population manipulation. And then whatever y'all may comprehend on this, just put it in the chat and we can rebuild it. But I'm gonna speed up some more of this. This guy is hitting on all cylinders right here. Do you see in this video, Dan Ditz of the press for truth? Read that at the top. This is what he's talking about. For truth covers this news report and why it must be rejected before they achieve they their well, the agenda of implementing a global biometric AI enforced digital ID. So
Compliance won't be optional. They want to make it your golden ticket to society. And they want this lifelong leash to be driven by AI. Check this out. Artificial intelligence, AI, can also improve the program's performance. AI is currently used sporadically and inconsistently for immunization programming, but the case studies demonstrate its utility in identifying and targeting the unreached, identifying critical service bottlenecks, combating misinformation, and optimizing task management through innovative applications. Additional strategic applications include
so the so the way we look at misinformation over there, go over there and check this video out from our girl. Compliment fair use. I'm only gonna play a little bit. Feel free to go over there and check out the Melody King. This is breaking news from I guess she did it about 2 or 3 weeks ago or something like that. But it's very interesting. The bottleneck. They're using these terms, tracking. Uh, 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 did we vote this in somewhere? Is this is the scale that where we going? And then the thing about it, boy, they real serious, boy, when it comes to these immunization because they know a lot of people. A lot of people religions don't believe it, and a lot of people that share my color because we always figure that somebody somewhere has a certain control, supposedly a certain control or investment in this biometric. Like, is we trying to mechanic and make turn us all up into like mutants? So mutants like on these shows and these movies and the Marvel comics, this is getting real buck wild. So fair use, go over there and check our girl out. How do I shrink this screen and get this thing back? Uh, I go right here. Do I go right here? Oh, stop screen share. There I go. Okay. Now, what we got to do now is that we're going to check out this next video. Some of this stuff I haven't even really took a real good scene on, but the video that y'all just saw, uh, Melody, that was that one. But then she got another one. Here's another one. And I'm finna do this one. And she got one more. So she got a couple of good ones over there. Let's look at one more. Here's checking out how the police can check you out. Trip this. This is what used to be the profiling of us. Because I know they used to run my license plate, and I was the process server. And then I get pulled over, and then one of them slipped one day and said, like, "Hey, weren't you over there? Do you know?" And then I'm like, "Yeah, I was over there serving papers." Do you know I'm a process server? Subpoenas and unlawful detainers and that stuff. So that's when I knew, like, yeah, when they got on the side of me, they ran my plate just to be running my plate. I, and I mean, in the world I came from, that's just goofy. But let's check this out.
Like a DMV photo and an NCIC anymore. You can see all their bank accounts, the balance in their bank accounts, the last times they declared cash somewhere. You can see every time they hit a flock camera anywhere in the country. Flock is a program that's being used called Palantir. It is in your police officer's car on your police officer's computer. So while you've got the person pulled over, you can start to drill down on this person. It's not just like a DMV photo and an NCIC anymore.
See, I'm just gonna back this part up. See, they said Palantir. See, Palantir is a I don't know if they're talking about the same Palantir that they talk about over here in the stock market. So let's see what this is talking about. Right over here. This guy right here. How? So fair use once again. And let's get this thing ripping.
People have seen a police program that's being used called Palantir. It is in your police officer's car on your police officer's computer. So while you've got the person pulled over, you can start to drill down on this person. It's not just like a DMV photo and an NCIC anymore. You can see all their bank accounts, the balance in their bank accounts, the last times they declared cash somewhere. You can see every time they hit a flock camera anywhere in the country. Flock is a giant national traffic monitoring system that is basically everywhere now. And they're taking photographs at every intersection all day. And it's using AI to like read license plates and put identities of people places. And it's just keeping all that data, like all of it. That's what they've got in their car right now. And we're not getting that in Discovery. We're not able.
Now, think about it. Think about during that government shutdown. While we was government shutdown, some people was up here saying that this gave states and individuals throughout the whole country and the world enough time to go to them warehouses and just throw this stuff up, while a lot of us had to stay home because we had a curfew. Some people curfew, and only a few people was out and about, and probably seen utility workers and street workers working on stuff. And this gives them enough time to do this. Allegedly, supposedly, I don't know. Have anybody heard anything of that nature when we went through that C-19 thing, and then all of a sudden you come outside, you're starting to see these weird little things, but they're not flashing everywhere. And so that's what they call flock cameras. Let's get back to the show, and I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, man, I went too wide. I told you, boy, got to watch out for that struggle stream and stuff. Well, let's just start playing it.
Able to confront it, and we're not able to use it as Brady evidence. We've got Fourth Amendment issues galore, obviously. I didn't realize how prevalent it was. There has never been a surveillance program in the history of the United States that was not used brutally and in a corrupt fashion. And now we have the biggest surveillance system that we've ever had.
With AI,
you can create any character you want in seconds.
This used to require huge Hollywood budgets.
You guys know I hate that TikTok now. And I just did a video about me and having this mystery flu that's going around. Millions of people are getting it, and thousands of people have died already. And I don't know if it's the next pandemic. I don't know what it is, but take a look at that video if you want to find out. But I want to read this to you guys. It says, "This isn't sci-fi, it's already live. Police departments across the US are using Palantir Gotham software originally built for intelligence agencies to aggregate and analyze massive amounts of civilian data. With a single search, nameplate phone, officers can access or infer past addresses and known associates, vehicle movement via automated license plate readers, photos, tattoos, scars, prior arrests, and field interviews, social media and financial data when legally obtained or subpoenaed, algorithmic risk scores that flag people based on patterns, not convictions. This is sold as crime fighting, but it creates a centralized digital profiles of millions of Americans, many never charged with a crime, often with minimal public transparency or oversight. Once this infrastructure exists, it doesn't shrink. It only expands. History has a name for this, for systems like this. All right, and so that's what goes with this clip. So this video, I just want.
So, you know, like, wow, this is some cold stuff. Think about it. This is some cold stuff. Woo! She read that stuff. I mean, like, now that's if that's not profiling, that's not profiling. That's just we're just conducting and keeping a police officer safe, and it's all this sci-fi. It's sci-fi renegade. So I don't know what y'all gonna think about this. Feel free to go over there and check out our girl. She's doing some terrific work over there. She's up to like what 1 million subscribers. She's been putting in the work. Her fan base be all up in the chat, and I would like to thank y'all for coming to the show. Hopefully, I can come back in a few minutes and do something on the latest update of the food stamp. But that just gives you something to think about, boy. That we have these babies being born right now. We don't even know if some of them already got some type of tag on. Tag them. They can freeze accounts. Ain't that something? They can freeze the account. Tracking. Just straight tracking. And then if you have to do this digital ID, you know how much power and control. What company is in charge of that? Who gets this control? See, we look at these movies, these sci-fi movies, and take it for entertainment. But these things can be really a signal of what is to come and what is the next playground for entertainment. To like just have everybody all doped up, socially adrenalized up. We don't even want to talk about what we putting it into our own bodies, but what is we putting it into our mind? These are the things that we've been discussing in groups, churches, mosques, and synagogues, and now it's all these scientists coming up among us. So like that, I may be speaking like in the riddle or something. I don't know, but remember this: recovery is an inside job. Inside job. Because what they're doing on the outside and putting it in front of you, we got to think about what is they doing on the inside sometime too. Till then, hit that like button, check in, and I'm out.